Imagine you just closed a 100 million deal. The excitement you're gonna have when you tell your mate, you need to have that excitement every single day. Dubai is a pure capitalist market where if you're not hungry and you're not hunting and you're not winning, you're gonna be taken out like this.
So could we see Adam Rana being the next PM? Welcome back to my channel where we discuss property, business, lifestyle and well-being. If this is the first time you are visiting my channel, then please hit the like and subscribe button.
Considering I've been away for a weekend.
Make you look good.
It's hard. You didn't get my beard done and stuff and I didn't get a chance.
Man look good, rough and tough.
And I got a fucking spot on the weekend.
Adam, thank you for coming on. Busy man, just flew in from Monaco.
Yeah.
Right?
Just for you?
Yeah, just for me. It feels good. But you literally got back yesterday?
Yeah, last night.
And then
10 o'clock.
Do you get any sleep or 4
Well,
hours?
I got 6 hours sleep, you know,
Yeah.
business doesn't sleep.
That's it. And then flew to Manchester this morning, so I really appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem.
So, owner of Your Perfect Stay, YPS Dubai, Equity Partners Real Estate. A lot going on. Tell my audience who you are, and then we'll dive into each one and more stuff what you're up to.
Sure. So my name is Adam Rana. Thank
Yeah.
you for inviting me, first of all. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a business entrepreneur, I like to call myself. So I do multiple things. I have multiple departments, and I have multiple businesses and multiple teams internationally. So I'll start with my serviced accommodation business.
Yeah.
Initially, we started in property, serviced accommodation. A lot of people call it holiday homes or vacation rentals in different countries. So we started with that. We've been doing that for 5 years. Personally, I've got about 6-7 years of experience in that myself in the hospitality industry, and property for about 10 years altogether.
Yeah.
So we started on that, and then we moved to Dubai doing the same thing as a business in COVID to 2021, to 2020, 2021. And then recently we just acquired a real estate agency, real estate brokerage, so a state agency as you call it in the UK.
Yeah.
But this is in Dubai. So essentially just what a lot of people see like selling sunset.
Selling sunset, yeah.
Yeah, so it's luxury real estate in Dubai that we do. So we have a lot of brokers, and I'm the owner of the company. So yeah, essentially real estate related property. That's what I do currently. As I said, I acquired the company. I also do mergers and acquisitions, so M&A, and going out there trying to buy out existing companies, improving them, putting them in a group, looking to exit eventually in a couple of years. So in a nutshell, that's what I do as a business owner.
Okay, so amazing. A lot of stuff you do, right? How big is your team?
So I have a team of 22 right now, including contractors, cleaners, workers,
Yeah.
maintenance around the world.
Okay, so you started off in UK, right?
Correct, Birmingham.
Birmingham, with service accommodation.
Correct.
So I take it you started off with one, right?
Yeah. So I can take a step back and tell you. So I did a buy-to-let first. So I've done buy-to-lets, I do commercials. So I'm in the property world, different strategies as people call it.
Yep.
So I started with one strategy, which was buy-to-let. Bought a house, did a classic, 25% more buy-to-let, mortgage down, buy-to-let. And then I said, it's not making me much money. It's just small numbers. And then I refinanced that to get another one. And then it still wasn't enough, So I was always interested in hospitality. I've traveled 58 countries now, I think. So I've stayed in hostels, hotels, Airbnb, across the world, Southeast Asia to South America. So you'll see a lot of this. And I was like, what can I do in property, which is hospitality related? As I've stayed in Airbnbs before, so I converted one of my buy-to-lets into an Airbnb, which was my buy-to-let, converted an Airbnb whilst I was traveling in Thailand for 2 months. That was the start.
Wow. Okay. And what made you think that? Because you said you was in a corporate job. You told me before. You was working Jaguar engineering. What was it?
Yeah. So I worked in Jaguar Land Rover. So I'm not your classic case of an entrepreneur. I was on nearly a six-figure salary with a brand new Range Rover or a Jaguar every 6 months. So pretty happy. People bash the 95. Trust me, if you had the 95 I had, it was one of the best 95s you can ever have. I was on a lot of money, could travel where I want to, had a business credit card, flying business class everywhere, and I was happy. I had my time freedom to travel. yet I was happy with the reward of the projects that I did and the work I did in engineering. So essentially, for your audiences to understand, I was a consultant in engineering, improving processes, systems, and operations.
Wow. So for someone on a six-figure salary, you've got a brand new car, you've got credit cards, you can go where you want, but you still have this inside you that what you want to do something more, right?
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Like, pay attention. I've got some exciting news for you guys. I've launched a 7-day total free audio course for you guys, which is going to help you improve and elevate your mindset, and it's also going to help you in your business. All you have to do is go and sign up every single day, day 1 to day 7. You will receive a free 2-minute audio from me in my own words, in my voice, and what that will do is help you in your business and your mindset. Make sure you go and sign up and let me know how you find it.
I think I would like to say there are some men on this planet that have ambition, which is beyond some people may understand or may not. For me, I want to like conquer the world, and that's my dream. Like I may eventually end up in politics maybe and run for MP. And I've now said this on another podcast, and I was actually discussing this with my mate in Monaco 2 days ago, because I'm like, you know, I want to achieve certain goals and certain things, and finding solutions to help people alongside with me. So this is all of these businesses are helping people, customers and people, and then that's the satisfaction. And whilst I was in my engineering job, consulting, I was actually providing solutions. So that was satisfying me, but it wasn't big enough. And
Now you're doing it on a bigger scale.
Bigger scale. Essentially, I'm providing solutions on a bigger scale. So problem solving is the only word I can tell you. I love problem solving. I'm an engineer, so all engineers are very logical. And
Elon Musk.
Yeah, there's Elon Musk. One day I'll probably want to go on the moon as well. So yeah, it's the ambition, and it's the drive to be something bigger.
Yep.
Alongside other bigger people, I like to go on a journey where other people are thinking big.
Well, you know what? Kudos to you, because I wish more men could do that, but unfortunately they don't. So, you mentioned politics. Let me just quickly touch that. You mean UK politics?
Yeah, of course.
So could we see Adam Rana being the next PM?
Maybe. I think that comes, but it's an interesting one because I'm actually not involved in like reading politics every day, because I think they're all the same. They'll do all the same thing, but it's just like having an impact and having a bigger audience of providing solutions, right? That's where it's just a thought, and this is the first time I mentioned it. I mentioned it on the weekend too, as I said, to a mate. But that's what it is. It's the like, what impact can I have as a business owner who has a business knowledge and into politics to helping people who are suffering, or we can do better for the community or the society.
Yeah. No, I get that. And listen, it all starts from a thought, right?
Yeah.
So thought then goes into, plan and then action, right?
Well, remember, I don't know if I should mention it, but Donald Trump said once he would be a president in 1992, I think, on an interview.
Yeah.
And he was.
There you go.
Yeah,
and he's an example for coming from business, and I think he's run it better than most of them, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, so how many Airbnbs have you currently got in UK?
So I can't remember the exact number, but I think it's 120 or 100.
Over 100, yeah?
Yeah, over 100, 100 plus across UK and Dubai.
Okay, so are these the only 2 countries you operate in?
Yes, currently we are operating in these 2 countries. So we have an office in JLT in Dubai, and we have an office in Birmingham in the UK.
Wow, okay, so have you got another Adam Rana that sits here when you're in Dubai?
Well, I've got my brother actually works in my company as an operations manager. So yeah, he's similar to me. He's the next Adam Rana, I would say. He does he works in the company running all the operations, and he's the middle management to make sure everything for the staff to the operations to the process is running correctly.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge business, 100 plus units. You've got to have contractors in place. Like, what's the biggest day-to-day challenges that you see?
The biggest day-to-day challenge in service accommodation is people management, especially cleaners and the maintenance side. So people management, you get people management right. For the last 5 years I've been doing this. It's my people management skill, my processes, and my system management skills have got me here, sitting in this room, you asking me this question. Simple as that. People, I'm here for a long time, not a good time, whilst I did have a good time on the weekend. But this is a very powerful saying, here for a long time, not a good time, because you will see how many people are going to be here for the next 5 years or even the next 3 years, whatever business industry you're talking. So I'm the only one that's still standing for the last 5 years in this industry. Or, well, maybe there's one more person, but at this scale. What that requires is managing your team and people correctly.
Effectively and efficiently.
Effectively.
At any one point, how many do you have? So you don't have contractors working for you. That you got contracts with cleaning companies, right?
No. We got
Oh.
in-house cleaners.
Wow.
Yeah. So some of them obviously are employment, some of them are contracted. So because some of them are flexible, 0 hours, some of them are, so we only do in-house cleaning because I come from, again, engineering, as I said, quality was the biggest thing. So you're making an engineering component in quality, whether you're in hotels, hospitality, or whether you're in property, you need quality. And quality is done better when you have things in-house because you can control the processes better.
Love that. Yeah.
So that's why we bought in-house. I have tried having 3-4 different companies, and yeah, it takes away a little bit of pressure, but you start losing customers because of quality.
Yeah. So one of the things that I'm doing in some of our businesses that we've worked out that there's a lot of demand for people coming from abroad, like India, South Asia countries, and even Europe. And have you explored that option?
For what?
So bringing staff over.
Oh yes, so we don't bring staff over, so we haven't explored that, but we have a lot of VAs in Philippines.
Yeah.
So I have my VAs in for my M&A lead generation. I have my VAs for customer service in the service accommodation business. So we have a team of like 4 or 5, I think four VAs which work across helping. So it's all interconnected with things we do. We do a lot of lead generation, as I said, and we do a lot of customer service. And yeah, so that's how we employ the international staff.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about Dubai, because that's where you are now, right?
Correct, yeah.
So is YPS the Dubai version of your
Correct.
perfect
It's
stay?
exactly your copy and paste.
Yeah. And have you moved all your setup to Dubai now?
My personal setup.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting on this podcast, and I remember for
Because
3
I've been
years.
seeing you for the last 6 months in Dubai or somewhere.
Yeah. So, well, you see me everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
But Dubai is, so basically, to take a step back, one of my goals were, and this is to really inspire people. I always used to listen to podcasts like this, or listen to some reel on Instagram, financial freedom or freedom to travel. And one of the goals most people have, well, I certainly did, was freedom to travel. So essentially, my base is Dubai, but my base is UK as well. So I roll on a flexible ticket when I book flights. So I change my flights when I want to change the flights. I fly when I want to fly. So business requirements, I will be in Dubai, or business requirements UK, I'll be in UK. So my base, I would say I don't have a base because I don't have a base.
Most of the rich and successful people don't have a base.
Yeah. So, but it's essentially, when I take a step back, I'm like, I wanted this financial and travel freedom, and I have it.
Yeah.
So it's like, again, going back to saying I want something different now.
Yeah.
But I've got the freedom. But yeah, tend to stay in Dubai for 3, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. We're gonna be in Dubai a bit more now because of this new acquisition. We have got the real estate company.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's gonna be huge. We're gonna have over 100 brokers.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So what is it exactly? So for someone that doesn't know,
Yeah.
like what are you doing acquiring just businesses? What sort of businesses? Tell me more.
So service accommodations here, properties here. I also do business acquisitions.
Yeah.
So what business acquisition is you go buy out current running businesses, whether they're running for 5 years or 25 years or 30 years. There are people selling, just like they sell properties. It's exactly the same process. Well, not exactly, but similar process. You go through due diligence, financing, lending, and all of that stuff. So we are acquiring businesses. I'm acquiring hotel businesses, currently small hotels, even larger hotels. So because I'm already in the hospitality industry, I'm putting that all together, acquiring businesses, improving them, and building our net worth of the businesses to 50 million in the hotel industry. So that's one. So, and the real estate falls into that as well. So we acquired the real estate in Dubai because we wanted to go into the agency market, the estate agent market. So essentially, we do a lot of lead gen to acquire X, Y, and Z, just like you would go buy houses, a 3-bed and a 4-bed, and we're doing the same thing into finding businesses and then putting out offers and due diligence and the legals and the financing. So that's what I'm doing currently, but this was our first
Amazing, bro.
purchase
That's really,
in
really
Dubai.
good. So are you doing this just in Dubai, right?
No, we're doing this in the
Worldwide?
UK both, yeah.
Okay.
UK is much easier in terms of lending and financing of a business. So Dubai, this was the one that we bought. It was a slightly unconventional way of buying a business in Dubai, but we that was our first acquisition.
Wow. Okay. So what is it? What's the top 3 things that you look for when a business comes to you and says that, look, they're struggling, or what do you look for? Like CEOs that just want to step down, or retired people? What do you look for?
So when we're buying businesses, obviously we usually target people who are looking to step down or move away. So traditionally older people who've been in the business for a long time, the owners. That's one of our criteria of searching. Second criteria is, I'm searching for business up to £10 million turnover.
Yeah.
So looking for businesses with the correct criteria is very important of your requirements and your experience that you have. And one of the things we look for is people, that how much staff they have, how many staff they have, and what's their management system and middle management especially.
So this would be a really, really important question. This. So what is the one of the like some of the biggest problems you see with business owners, like where they're just not doing it, and you can see the opportunity straight away.
Yeah, this is a very simple one. A lot of business owners are one-man business, even if they're turning over 5 million, because if you take them out, the 5 million won't come in, or at
Yeah, yeah.
least the 4.5 million won't come in the business. They're the one with the contacts. They're the one who's holding everything. So what we see a lot is that there's the owner is owner-owned business. That's it. There is no, like my business now. It's not owner-owned, my actual business, because I'm away from the business, and he can run. My team runs it. The middle management or the senior management runs the business. So one of the biggest things we see is that we see a lot of people don't do great marketing. So they have contacts, they have business already on the books, but they're not getting new sales. And that's where we see the opportunity to grow the business. Again, it relates back to, I'm doing a full 360 in my personal life, where it all relates back to my original career of finding solutions, improving the business, and getting results in financial terms or quality terms.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you find it also that business owners are just struggling with lead gens and stuff like that, getting leads and not doing social media properly and not exploring what they can?
Yeah, so social media is a big one. So a lot of owners are older generation, so
Yeah.
they're not doing much of social media, much of marketing. So that's key, the way we can improve when we buy a business or acquire a business.
That's really good. Are you excited about that project?
I'm really excited. Like anything I do now, I say this to everyone: don't go into any business or anything you start up or buy a business or you start up or property refurbs or whatever you do. Look at it as a you're providing a solution and you're getting a result in the end. So you will be more excited to as a vision rather than like, oh, I'm going to go make money. It's
like that.
providing a solution.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then that will result in either better quality or more money or better money for you or the customer.
Okay, so I really want to know this. So let's talk Dubai. So I've seen a lot of people travel to Dubai from UK.
Yeah.
Okay, but then some of them have come back,
I'm glad you said that.
right? What does it take to basically stand out and fight up there and just stay there? Is it politics up there or what's it like?
Nope, there is no politics. It takes discipline and it takes resilience, right? Dubai is a pure capitalist market where if you're not hungry and you're not hunting and you're not winning, you're going to be taken out like this, right? You will get taken out like this because people are playing big numbers there, right? You can still play smaller numbers, but it's a hungry behavior there, which is one of the things one of the reasons I went to Dubai, because UK, it's not, people are not as hungry as you would think. When you go to Dubai, you are not making money. You cannot pay your rent and you're out. There's no welfare. There's no bank handouts. There's no, like, the things are expensive,
Yeah.
a lot more expensive. So what you need is to make money in Dubai, and to make money you need to be hungry, and you need to have a plan, and you need to have a vision. And I will sit here and tell you, I've been there for 2 years. Most of my last 2 years I've spent in Dubai. It cost me over 10 grand to live there, right? That's just normal money that's costing me, and I'm a single man living there. To go to those fancy dinners, to be able to post on your story, all these things that people see, these cars. I love to see people doing more than a week or more than a month, right? Genuine entrepreneurs or genuine people who have genuine money and substance, they will be able to do that. But a lot of people are there for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So it's frustrating for me to see, and even for me, sometimes it's like, I have to make sure that I'm not getting complacent. I'm hunting, I'm making that money, because otherwise you run out of money and you'll be back on the second flight. You'll be taking EasyJet no. No. So yeah, that's the reason people are back. It's very expensive to live there. However, I would tell you how I did it. So obviously I'm hunting and I'm always looking to make the money, whatever strategy I have. So I do service accommodation.
Yeah, yeah.
I do real estate. So what people can do is join a real estate company. That's what a lot of people are doing. So either a lot of people are in real estate there. So brokers.
An established company, yeah?
Yeah, like company
Like
like
yours.
ours. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
can join our company, or people can go work for a real estate company. Commissions are huge. Like, we just closed a deal for £32,000 in commission. One deal,
Okay.
£32.
What was the property worth?
I think it was worth 5 million dirhams, 4.5 million dirhams, which is like nearly £1 million, or
Yeah.
just less than £1 million. So we got that in commission, net profit. right? So imagine you know, if you're a broker, you will get half of that, for example, right? So you share it. We're the company, so we keep
Yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah.
So if you're a broker, you could be closing 15K, 20,000 pounds, 10,000 pounds if you're doing it right and you have the right team around you and you're doing the high-end luxury real estate.
Wow.
So
Okay.
this is how you can make money there, and then you can have that good life. But to do this, it's commission only, right? It's commission only. People work on commission only there in most of these type of sales roles, and it makes you hungry because
Which means you have to be hungry, right?
you have to be. I know people work 7 days a week, right? And then no one complains because either they know, oh, we just made 50 grand. I want to make another 50 grand, so I'll work 7 days a week because now they're on a momentum. Or they made nothing and then they need to make the money to pay the rent. Or they're coming home and then they can't live that life. They can't post on social media. They can't post the stories. So this is why I say to people, like, you know, come work for us. Like we're paying more than 50% commission to our agents, right? People can make a lot of money. As I said, we just made £32,000 last week on one deal. One property sale was a 2-bedroom apartment in Dubai Hills.
Wow. Okay. For someone that wants to invest in Dubai, off-plan properties, or even what is the strategy? What is the best way to do?
So best way to do is to work with an established, experienced experts company
you
like
guys,
us.
yep.
Get advice. Obviously, if someone wants to get in touch and from someone hearing this, property investment, we can give because it's tailored to everyone's needs or the financial needs or what the goals are. So, but it's just average and generally speaking, I would say like, you know, invest in off plan in a good area. Again, get to know the area, get to know the agent. Agent can tell you exactly what areas are good, capital appreciation. Off plans are traditionally better because they tend to increase in 20 to 30% in capital appreciation when they're built. Secondary market is the ones that are built already. You can invest in that as well. Again, you need a good broker. If you're a UK resident, like brokers can help you, or we can help you get a mortgage and advise you of the area. So it's very simple. Everything is similar to UK, but you get better ROI and you get better capital appreciation, especially right now.
Talking about the mortgage system,
Yeah.
UK is pretty. Everyone knows exactly what you do if you want mortgage and 25% deposit. Blah blah blah. What's it like in Dubai?
Pretty much the same. So 60-40 loan to value. If you're a UK resident, if you move to Dubai, you can get 80% loan to value, maybe more. For example, we have an in-house broker, which can help you, a mortgage broker, which can help any expats from a European country or any country get a mortgage in Dubai.
Okay, so you've got offices in Dubai, right?
Yeah.
And you've got staff here, you've got staff there. What is the difference? Is it the same, or are they more hungrier, or what is it?
I'm glad you asked that question. So they are 100% more hungrier, and that is with all due respect to all the staff here or people working in the UK.
Yeah.
They're hungrier because 99% of the people who are expats or people who have immigrated to Dubai are there to work. So you're not there to complain. You're not there to think, oh, I don't like this or I don't like that. I'll come there to work and I'm going to work. And if you don't work, it goes back to the thing, people go back to the countries they come from, right? It's simple as that. Or you see all the good life, you want to achieve more. Some people don't see that here. They just see on Instagram. So people are hungry. And I'm going to be brutally honest. I'm not going to sit here and lie. People are much more hungrier. They are more tunnel vision, whatever role they're in, whether they're brokers, whether they're property managers, cleaners. Quality is much better there. We don't get any cleaning complaints there. We get a lot of cleaning complaints here. So you can make up your own mind. The standard of working is much better.
Okay, what's the networking like in Dubai? See, like you have networking events here. Like, are they still like up to date, or is it like a little bit backwards?
So yeah, that's one of the challenges we had 2 years ago. So me and my other business partner that we went and we're working on creating a networking group for like UK people and property and real estate and whatnot. And it is a little slow because some of the people that are networking are not in what we want, or it's different.
Different.
Yeah, so essentially, yeah, there's not great. There are networking groups. You can go to BNI and all of that stuff is there, yes. But something like UK stuff is not as great. So we're looking to launch something.
Yeah.
You can people looking to go to Dubai, you can join private clubs and stuff. So we joined one. I joined one recently just because I want to level up. I'm playing big numbers, so like a private club where there's actual entrepreneurs who have done something. They got big businesses. Come and sit there, have a cigar, they have a drink. You know, it's called Capital Club in the IFC. So that's the one I'm part of to network. Networking, there are 2 levels to networking for me, and I've only learned this recently. There are levels in life. I always say that there's levels in life, and I don't think I'm anywhere near the top level, but I am I have leveled up significantly from a lot of people that are in the UK, or I was in the UK by being in Dubai. So I know a lot of now influencers who are in business. I know a lot of people, and I'm talking business influencers. I'm not just talking anyone just taking pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm talking people whose net worth is more than 20 mil, 50, 30 mil, because it's such a small city. You can you could be sitting next to someone who knows someone whose net worth is 30, and that's how you network. I'm a serial networker. So you've probably seen that on my Instagram. I network a lot. So yeah, Dubai is a place where you can really, really level up to a next level very quickly.
In Dubai, yeah.
In Dubai, yeah.
What's the dark side of Dubai?
Dark side of Dubai.
Meaning, like, is it easy to get distracted and start getting partying and, or?
I'm asking the right questions. I'm loving them. So yes, the glamour
You
life.
do seem like a party animal.
No, I'm not. I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not. I work 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Yes, in my uni days and stuff, I've done. Honestly, yeah, I've got it out of my system. Had my fun.
Yeah.
So I'm focused 7 days a week. I don't. This is the distraction. A lot of people go there, especially from people from UK, to enjoy the glamour, the beach, and the cars and the parties and all of that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And you can get sucked in, especially men can get sucked in very quickly because of it's expensive to party there. So that's the glamour is the downside for if you don't have money or if you're a startup entrepreneur. Nothing wrong with if you got a lot of money,
Yeah.
because then you can spend it and then still be making money. I've lost count how many people I've seen come and go in Dubai, and it's sad because they had potential and they just blew their money. I'm glad that happened in front of me so I could see it. So I'm not doing that now.
Yeah.
You would see me on a Saturday evening. I'm living in Dubai Creek Harbour, so people who know Creek Harbour, it's quite far away from all the hustle and bustle, but it's a really nice area. I'm sitting there Saturday evening, literally just a nice balcony, doing my work, or even watching Netflix sometimes, but I'm not out partying. So that's the
How
downside.
far is that from like the Five Palms? Because that's the only place.
Exactly, it's very far from there. Well, it's 35 minutes from there, or
Okay.
30 minutes. Well, it's far enough for you not to get distracted, for example.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I would say this to everyone, even people my age or younger, guys, even the brokers that are coming to work for me now, there are a lot of them from Newcastle, Leeds, Manchester. And one of the things on the interview, I said, guys, you gotta have the understanding and a reality check. You cannot just come there and just go straight. You need to make the dollar and then go use that. Don't get sucked into the glamour.
No. I fully agree. Let's talk branding. You've created a very good brand for yourself, and it does require now with this world we're living in that to do a lot of content. You do a lot of content. What's your strategy? How do you do it? Hey YouTube, I'm really sorry to cut you off, but I have to share this with you. I want you to get to your next level, and I believe that personal development is the gateway to success. So what I've done is I've gone and created a 7-day free audio course. This is totally free. All you have to do is sign up, and from day 1 till day 7, every single day you will receive a 2-minute audio from me, which will elevate your mindset and give you power in your business. Make sure you go and sign up and let me know how you find it.
So my strategy started out, doing a little bit of content myself, posting as much as I can, but I would say it's very difficult to post content.
Isn't it difficult? People think it's easy, right?
Yeah,
you got to show up, whether
Yeah.
you good mood, bad
It's
mood.
like going to gym. If you try to go, people like don't go to gym, and it's like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, or I can't be bothered. It's one of the most. I could have been doing a lot of content 2 years ago. I procrastinated for nearly 2 years. Like, I admit this, procrastinated for 2 years. I had so much content. It's unbelievable. I built up a fully fledged, one of the biggest service accommodation business. Didn't hardly post anything for the first 2 years, sorry. And I
Why was that? Just because doubting?
Doubting, I wasn't that confident, and discipline.
Yeah.
I've improved, so I wasn't born like this, right? So I went through a journey of my life, and I'm still going through a journey, still a student. And one of the things was I didn't have that discipline or the drive, and I thought I'm not good enough, and just like everyone else. So people, again, listening to this, I would say you gotta turn up every day, like you said. There is no other option. You have to, otherwise you will just be missing out. You're missing out on money. We make most of our investors come through Instagram or TikTok. And I haven't got that many followers, right? And they come from there because I post good content and I have good information to give, and I connect with people. Like, so when people message, genuinely I connect with them, give them information and value.
Regularly you post as well, right?
Yeah, I post regularly. So I have built up I have my own social media team, so it's a bit
Yeah.
different. That's why you see I post every day. So for me, what it was, I couldn't do every day. I just couldn't do it. So what I did, I was say, okay, let's go make the money to pay for that time that I don't have or I can't do it or can't be bothered. Just gonna be honest, a lot of people probably listening to this can't be bothered to do it. They want to do it. They watch some motivational stuff. They're like, oh, I'm gonna do it. They will do it for a week and they can't. So if you can't do that, you can try it 10 times. I tried it for 2 years and I couldn't. And I don't think I still would, even though I'm disciplined now. So I said, I'm gonna make this money to pay for this guy that follows me around, and then he edits it and he
Just
posts it.
outsourced, right?
Yeah, it works.
Basically,
It works in the company now. So yeah.
Yeah.
Outsource your time. So make enough money to pay for the time that you
Love
don't.
that. Yeah. How old are you, bro?
I just turned 34 on Saturday.
34. Still very young. Still very young. You've traveled 58 countries, right?
Yeah.
Have you got more plans to travel? Where have you not been? 58 countries sounds a lot to me.
There's 194 countries, I think, in the world. So
Okay.
most of the world haven't been, yeah.
Where's your favorite place to go?
I hate that question because you can't, when you travel so many countries, there's no favorite.
Okay, where's your favorite place in South America?
Brazil, maybe.
Have you been Brazil?
Yeah, I went for the World Cup 2014.
Have you been Costa Rica?
No, I haven't been to Costa Rica, no.
That's on my list.
Yeah, Colombia.
Have you been there?
No, that's what I want to go to. So Colombia is another place I heard is very good. So I'm a traveler. Like I literally, this is the good thing about being in a corporate life, right? You have a set structure, So I was structured in the corporate life, so I could travel. I would book a flight Thursday night. I'll take Friday off, come back Monday. So I'll do all of Europe like that. Then for the longer trips, I will do a week, and I had a lot of holidays, and I traveled a lot because my job in quiet traveling.
Yeah.
So I lived in Shanghai for 2.5 years. That's one of the reasons I changed, because then I saw the bigger world and I said, you know what, I can achieve bigger things. That was my last post before I gave up my job.
Really?
So yeah, best favorite place to travel, I would still say Southeast Asia. So the Thailand
Bali,
Bali and all of that stuff, right? But again, you can't, it depends. If you speak to anyone who's done okay in life, they would probably give you the same answer, because then I could say Dubai, but he has different benefits. I could say Miami. Like Miami is one of the favorite places I've been to. That's a great story of how that was built up, or then I can say Thailand, but that's for different reasons,
Yeah.
It's more for chill.
So it depends with what the context and what.
Exactly. Yeah.
I just know somebody that just come from Seychelles.
Yeah. Okay.
That was a great island. It was near Indian Ocean. I think it comes under Africa.
I think so. Yeah.
It was about 4 or 5 hours or something from Dubai. That was really good. Apparently.
And one of the things I would add here is, people think of like when they start a business, or anyone again listening to this, starting a business, startups, entrepreneurs, or working in a job, a very good job. It's not, everyone's different, they can do what they want, right? But it's not about, I'm going to go sit at the beach for the next 2 months. It doesn't happen. I have a beach on my doorstep every day in Dubai. I don't hardly go to the beach.
Yeah.
I have a pool, an amazing pool, an infinity pool. I don't go there, right? Because I've been there so many times, the novelty has worn off. Right? And yes, I go there to chill. It's not for everyone. Like, I love working. I'm never going to retire. I would never retire. I tell you this right now, because my lifestyle, I just come from Monaco, right, on a private jet, right? As you saw that on my Instagram.
Yes.
And I was working, right, most of the time of that 3 days. But that's why I'm not going to retire, because people think being on a private jet or being on the beach is retiring. No.
It drives you more, right?
Yeah. I saw so many people in the private jet terminal. So it's a private airport, and you just think, oh man, what do they do to fly every weekend like this?
Yeah.
I only flew once. So people need to understand, don't chase like, I'm going to go sit on the beach and retire. That doesn't work. You haven't got the right mindset if you do that.
What was it like flying on a private plane?
Very private.
Is it small? Is it congested?
It's very small. Yeah, it's like probably size of this, small, but it's very private. There's no safety. They don't read out safety reading. You get your one air hostess, and it's all about you. You can go in the cockpit. So
what does it cost you? Like, how does it work if you want to?
Well, from here to Monaco, London to Monaco was £23,000.
Okay.
One flight.
There and back?
No, just one way.
So so about 50K for a flight, right?
Yeah, 50K for a flight. Yeah. So Dubai would be 50K one way. So people do that. I don't do that, but that's one of my goals. So one of the days you will see me flying to Dubai, and that's a dream. But 50K just one way.
It just means that you just have to focus more on making money, right?
Yeah, make growth, focus more on growth, on personal growth, and focus more on other opportunities to make money.
Yeah.
But it really levels you. I say this to people: put yourself in positions with people who are already higher level than you. Stop making friends with the same. I even say this: stop making friends in a networking group because they're all doing the same thing. And this sounds rude or bad, but yes, you may need some confidence with them, but they're not going to take you anywhere. Like most of my friends in my circle is not the network, not the people in my peer group.
Yeah,
They're like
yeah.
either 50, 45, 10 years older than me, and they don't come to these networking groups. They're not around me. They have to go find them. So I was in Monaco. I was meeting 70-year-old billionaires.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all money, right? And in a casino, right? You got to be able to have these conversations. So my biggest skill and biggest way to get here, I can hold great conversations. I like to hold great conversation, and it goes well most of the time. And the great conversation, which is interesting to a 70-year-old billionaire, is what's going to get you somewhere, or at least going to put you in the right position.
Yeah, yeah. No, no, I love that. What's your plan with your business then now for the next? Do you have an exit plan?
Yeah, yeah. So we are building, especially for the service accommodation and the hotel and the hospitality side.
Yeah.
We're obviously looking for more hotels, smaller hotels or service accommodation business. Putting them together in group and exit, combining my business into 7 years. 7 years from now, looking to exit. So when I'm 40, I'm looking to exit at a big number, and these are big numbers like 50 mil.
Easy.
40. Easily, you can exit 50 mil.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, to a private equity fund. So people listening to this, just to give a background, like if you have a group, you build up a company, you build it up the right way, create the right structure. You can't just, it's easy said, you can exit. Like when you're
Your
buying a business.
paperwork's got to be bang on,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, account's got to be right. You got to have the right team in place because when I'm buying businesses, I'm looking at these things. That's how you get the value because, as I said, own business. If I'm the only one in the business who has all the knowledge, they don't have the processes, don't have operations, it's not worth that.
Yeah, yeah.
A private equity fund would never buy your business if it doesn't have all of this. You got to run like a corporate business. This takes me into another conversation where people coming into entrepreneurship, they've never been in corporate life or a proper job. I say to people, go work in a proper job. I've seen it front on my eyes in my team. They have never worked in an office. They don't know what 95 is. 95 is, if there was no 95, there'd be no life. There's no money in the world. You need people to be structured. Not everyone is hard. I work 7 days a week. Not everyone wants to work 7 days a week.
Yeah.
I didn't get on the private jet because I worked 5 days a week. But most people want to work 5 days a week, but they want to get on the private jet.
Yeah.
You can't do that. So you need to make up your mind. And it's fine to work 95. I have 95 employees. If they weren't there, who's going to run the business?
Yeah.
I hate when people say, oh, don't do your 9 to 5, don't be a cameraman, don't do this, go fucking start an agency. Not everyone can start an agency. It's just a social media hype.
Yeah, yeah. No, no, I love that. That was passionate as well.
Mate, honestly, because sometimes I think,
Go on,
because
spit some bars, Adam.
I had a really good life, as I said, in corporate life, right?
Yeah.
I have had times, relatability to a lot of people. I say downtimes, but who do I speak to? Like, I don't believe, this is very controversial, I don't believe depression is real, right? So
Say that one more time.
I don't know why I said that quietly. I don't believe depression is real, right? So when things go wrong for me, I could easily say, oh, I'm sad, I'm depressed and whatnot. And yes, people are depressed and that's fine. For me, it's just not real in my head. And I have to keep telling myself, because I chose this life. And they say, you chose this life, right? You have to live in it. I chose this life on Saturday night when all my mates are going out. And I'm like, I could have gone because it's easy to go out because I was getting good salary. And I'm like, no, because if I don't get on this call tomorrow morning, this guy knows this guy, which could buy the 20 million pounds or 20 million dirhams rather, villa in Palm Jumeirah, which will get us the 4% commission, which is more than 60 grand. And I'm like, oh, but these guys are good friend and all of these things. I could get, and then in the morning when I wake up, the deal falls through. And then you're like, okay, cool. So now I've not got money from here. I'm not making money here. That deal fell through. That refurb's not going right. And this is my journey. This is exactly what's happening. And I'm like, oh, might as well get the job. I can walk into a job because I've got a mechanical engineering degree from Aston University, and I've got 9 years of experience, so I can walk into the job. Believe me, I have thought about it, especially in COVID. We lost a lot of money. I'm like, I'm going back to a job. Why? Should have been furloughed and should have got paid out. I didn't. So people need to understand that having a great job is pretty good.
Yeah.
But this is why it's important. If you want to be an entrepreneur, work out why you want to be an entrepreneur, not just to be on a beach.
Yep.
Because the novelty will wear off.
Yep. No. 100% I agree. What pisses you off, Adam?
In terms of?
Just generally in life, what pisses you off?
People not taking action. two things that actually pisses me off: people not taking initiative, whatever you're doing, whether you're a cleaner or whether you're a CEO or an entrepreneur, initiative and not communicating. So two values or two principles: communication and initiative is the key to success. So pisses me off is like whether it's my team or whether it was you and you didn't take initiative to tell me where to park. I'm like, you could have just told me that. You know, like that's initiative and communication. And that made the whole journey easier. And I was like, okay, cool, turn right here, there it is. Not that I couldn't find it. Like, you know, I got past in life finding Starbucks, but that's an example of initiative and communication. You'd be surprised how many people won't do that.
Don't have it, do they?
That's why, you know, I have been, this is funny, my journey has been very interesting. So I become more frustrated as life got older, and you will see a lot of people who are at the top are more frustrated with people who are doing average
because
things.
people don't have common sense.
That's it.
And
That's
you
why.
have no filters then. And it's like...
And then I had to step back a little bit because there is a balance, because you live in a normal society and you can't just be like, oh, come on, what are you doing? Like, and I do, but I have this 5-second rule of take a deep breath, let it go. Let it go. This is how it's to be, and let them be, because they're not going to ever affect me tomorrow or later. It's just they're in a queue. This happened the other day when I was coming back, and it's like, this is why they say ignorance is bliss. This is now, I did not actually know what ignorance and bliss meant. So this is what it means.
Final few questions then.
Yeah.
Anything you want to share with people, like any messages? How do people reach out to you? I also seen you doing mentoring.
Yes. Yeah.
Are you focused on that, or is it like
It's a very exclusive thing. So I do mentoring because I charge a lot for my mentoring, but I do mentoring, one-to-one calls I do basically. So I do like a 6-month package where people would just have one-to-one calls, usually to scale the businesses, operationally, processes and systems.
Yep.
And that's what I'm good at. That's what I did for 11 years, all my life, right? Plus the business. So I do exclusive mentorship, yeah. So if someone wants to get in touch, I can.
Have you got a website and stuff like that?
Yeah, the link's on my
We'll
Instagram.
put the Instagrams up.
Yeah, it's on my Instagram. The call is on the Instagram, so people can do. But no, mainly because we want to keep the group exclusive, and plus we want to get to this 100 mil, 50 mil to 100 million. We want to really work on growing this and do a bit of mentoring.
Well, I love that because it's all about teaching others, right?
Yeah.
Because you're 7, 8, 9 steps ahead of someone.
Yeah, yeah.
And I always think that you should charge people. I also feel like you should charge them good money.
Correct, yeah.
Because if they don't pay attention.
Yeah, because then I'd rather focus on growing myself rather than giving my 1 hour or 2 hour if they're not paying the right money for my time. And because I'm getting mentoring from other people who are levels above, so I pay for that time, and I'd rather spend more time in those groups and those circles in Dubai, sitting in a restaurant with someone. Because mentors are not just mentors are like, oh, you get on a call on Zoom call. You could have mentors in your peer group who are operating and then building that friendship and then going for dinners with them and stuff, and you just learn.
Yeah. How much have you invested in yourself, Adam?
In mentoring.
Yeah,
So I've
mentoring.
done a couple of, I've had coaches for my service accommodation. I would say over 15 grand so far.
Wow.
Because I'm looking to go to the Patrick Bet-David event. It's in Miami in August, I think. So
That's been a good one.
yeah,
I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah,
He does it once a year, right?
Yeah, once a year. Grant Cardone, I'm supposed to do one as well. So stuff like that I would pay 4 grand for, 3 grand for. And then like private mentoring with someone. So yeah, it's usually I'm more focused on the private mentoring stuff. Like someone's got 100 mil group. I would say, okay, cool. I literally want a step by step or guidance to hold hands to understand how you at 100 million group.
So Adam, tell me this: what drives you every day?
My hunger. So I'm so hungry to get to that. I believe in there's like say 10 levels, and I'm at level 3. I'm playing life of business as a game. Money is a game. It's just a number. So I'm at level 3, and I'm like we used to play games when you were young. My vision is to get to like level 10 and go through those hurdles, and I don't know how many lives I have. You know, I'm keep trying and go to level 4, level 5. So it's the hungerness, like hungry. I'm so hungry for like success. It's what drives me. And then ultimately, like my mom, the family, you know, I wanted to give back because single mothers brought me up and stuff. I want to buy them a house and make her stay where she wants to stay. So this is the 2 little things that
I love that.
Yeah.
That's really good and that's powerful.
Yeah.
What's your biggest weakness?
Biggest weakness is that I have trusted a lot of people, and this is, in business or in personal life. And I don't actually, I wouldn't say it's a weakness, but it's hurt me. And I've considered it as a weakness, but I'm working on that to trust people with my eyes open, do the right contracts, and making sure I built a good relationship with them before I go on to trusting people in business or personal life. So yeah, trust has been the biggest weakness.
Okay, so Adam, here's a question for you. So someone who's already in business and just starting off in the start-off phase, what can they do to scale it to 5 million, 10 million, and just upwards?
So I think one of the biggest things is processes, systems, and operations.
Love that.
And people. Like, people need to understand you can start a property business and do 1 or 2 refurbs. Everything involves people and processes. So if you got one refurb or buy to let or BRR you're doing, you got contractors, you got maintenance people, you got financials to deal with, you got all of this project management. You need to from day one, you need to start thinking about people, people skills go a long way. So if you don't have the people skills, I say this to people that get into startup businesses, they register a company and they're like, yeah, it's all gonna go on. Again, another key advice I can give, I worked in a corporate company where they invested 150 grand over my career time in training alone, which was leadership, which was how I talk right now, presentation skills, communication skills. There were courses for communication skills. And this is one of the things frustrates me is like, I'm telling people, you can go online and do these courses for 200 quid, 100 quid. And it's not that it makes you weak or a bad person, you're a student. And just because you didn't have the opportunity that I had, because I worked in a corporate job, I went through uni, and people bash uni and stuff. If you don't like uni, you don't want to work in a corporate job, okay, you still need those skills, because I'm telling you, if I come across the table to do a deal with someone who can't fucking communicate properly or write a proper email, but he thinks he's going to be a millionaire, I would probably won't do that deal, because it shows me that they won't have the resilience or the skill to be able to deal with it when the deal goes wrong. Because you've got to look at the negatives and deals go wrong. So if you start early with your training, with your skill set, you will get really far. Like, I made money because my skill set was good, of how I talk to people, how I communicate, and how I dress. These things will get you far. And people need to start doing that. Don't just turn up to a networking event and be like, yeah, cool, I've taken some reels and taken a picture. That's not going to get you nowhere.
Yeah.
No one talks about the 99% that fail and not ever get in business.
True, so true.
And for me, it still is hard. I'm still working really hard. It's not easy. Like, I've got so many things going on, and I'm going to go back and have a team meeting because something has gone wrong. So I've been around for 5 years. I know that 3 of the people in property that's still around. Rest of them are not on social. Like, you don't hear of them and see of them. They're probably still doing something. But where are the 1,000 people I met in networking when they all had probably more drive than me? Where are they? Because it either got hard for them, or they didn't have the right processes, systems, or the people skills. People skills number 1 for me.
Yeah. That's very good. Well, listen, we'll put all your website up. We'll put everything up in the description below. You should write a book, bro.
Yeah, that's on the list as well.
Yeah. You should write that, because I think it helps with the branding as well.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Okay, so when you're communicating with people and when you bring yourself to a table or a meeting or you meet someone new, what's the one skill that you feel that someone should have?
Energy.
Love
Energy is so important. Energy is why people match people's energy. So today, my energy is matching yours. Vice versa, we're matching this. I do this when I'm flying or when I'm sitting in a hotel, restaurant, whatnot, in a bar or wherever I am. I'm matching energy, or I'm creating my energy to let the other person match. Energy connects people. Energy is everything. It's in the whole universe. If you have the right energy, when you answer a phone, I always say this to people, one of the biggest pet hate I have. People answer the phone and be like, they're just woken up. They haven't. But I'm like, I don't want to talk to you, because you can't even have the energy to say hello with like excitement. So imagine you just closed a 100 million deal. The excitement you're going to have when you tell your mate, you need to have that excitement every single day. I know it's hard. People are going to say, oh, sometimes I have down days. Of course you do. Sometimes I answer my phone and I put the energy on. Like today, I said to you earlier, as soon as we came here, like, I flew in late last night, and I'm like, one of the reasons I wanted to cancel this podcast, because I was thinking, and I still think this, that I wouldn't have the energy. Suddenly I do. Well, this is one of my good side of the energy, and I built it up because I'm like, I've got to step it up, and you will match the energy, and then we'll both be syncing. Energy creates rapport, energy builds the relationships up, and then it equals businesses, deals, and money.
Everything is energy, right?
Yeah.
Love that.
Perfect.
Well, Adam, thank you for coming on.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
It's been a pleasure, bro. It's been a pleasure.